Hi friends, you're welcome to Oasis Online Math. This is a platform where we remind ourselves and learn everyday mathematics. In today's lesson, we shall be dealing with probability of the presidential election in Nigeria. Yeah, we want to measure the occurrence of this particular event. That is, if all these three candidates that is contesting for the presidential seats in Nigeria, how are the possibilities or their chances of winning according to this question? One of our followers sent it to us that we should address. And the question goes thus: if the three presidential candidates in Nigeria, Obi, Tinubu, and Atiku, and as a matter of fact, these are the major ones that are so popular, we have the rest of them, but this is what the question contains. If the three presidential candidates in Nigeria, Obi, Tinubu, and Atiku, have probability of winning 2/3, 3/4, and 4/7 respectively, we have to find the probability that Obi wins, Tinubu wins, Atiku wins, and also one of them wins. Please don't forget, this question is a mutually exclusive event. That is, when two events occurs in such a way that the two events cannot happen at the same time. They cannot happen at the same time. What do I mean by cannot happen at the same time? Of course, if Obi wins, definitely Tinubu will lose, and also Atiku will lose. Okay, that is, Obi wins and Tinubu loses and Atiku loses. So that is the case. Three of them cannot win at the same time. Likewise for Tinubu as well. If Tinubu wins, it means the two other candidates lose. Likewise, if Atiku wins, it means the two other candidates will lose. So therefore, it is what mutually exclusive event. Now, this question now says that we should find the probability that Obi wins. First and foremost, let's bring out the values that we are given. Let's write probability that Obi wins. Let's write it as probability of O, and we are given to be 2/3. Then what about if probability that Obi loses? Let's write it as what? Probability O prime. Then how do we obtain that? Subtract 2/3 from 1. Then we shall have 1/3. Likewise for Tinubu, let's use T. Probability T for Tinubu, that will be 3/4. And likewise, probability of Tinubu, that is T. That is T prime, will not win. Okay, that is 1/4 by subtracting 3/4 from 1. So likewise, probability that Atiku wins, it is given as 4/7. And likewise, the probability that if Atiku loses, that is A prime, subtract 4/7 from 1, that will give us 3/7. Please, let's take a look at this first question. These are we have obtained the parameter given. These are the parameter. So let's now consider the question one after the other. We are told that we should find the probability that Obi wins. Please don't let us rush to go and pick this as our answer. Probability that Obi wins. No, it is wrong. This is just a chance that Obi wins. Then we have to calculate it out. Then how do we calculate it out? And don't forget, probability that Obi wins, if Obi wins, just like we said, it means Obi win, that is probability of O, and Tinubu loses, that is T prime, and Atiku loses, that is A prime. So if that is done, then let's put the value one after the other and let's see. And don't forget that and in probability is multiplication, while or in probability is addition. Okay, please don't let us forget that. Then let's put our value. Probability that Obi wins is given as 2/3, and that we have here, that means multiplication. Probability that Tinubu loses, that is 1/4, as we have obtained earlier, multiplied by probability that Atiku loses, that is 3/7. So let's simplify this further. This 3, we cancel this 3 out. 2 here 1, then 2 here 2. Therefore, probability that Obi wins, that will be 1/14. Okay, that is 1 over 14. Now let's move forward. That probability that Tinubu wins, that is probability that T wins, that is T for Tinubu, T wins, that will be probability that T and that is Tinubu wins is this. Okay, then and the probability that Obi, definitely Obi loses, and also probability that Atiku also loses here. Okay, so let's plug in our value according to what we have obtained earlier. So it means Tinubu wins, that is 3 over 4 as given, then our multiplication as the word and the probability that Obi loses, that is 1 over 3, and likewise probability that Atiku loses, that is 3 over 7. So these 3 can cancel these 3. So what do we have left here? We have 3 over 28. That is probability that Tinubu wins. So let's move further. Let's obtain for question C as well. That is probability that Atiku wins. That is probability that A wins. A wins. So it means probability that A and probability that T prime, that is Tinubu loses, and probability that O prime, that is Obi loses. We have to measure the chances of each of these candidates. So probability of A winning is given as 4 over 7 according to our question, and probability of T prime, that is probability that Tinubu loses, that is given as 1 over 3, and also probability that Obi loses as 1 over 4. Let's reduce this fraction. We can have this 4, we cancel this 4, hence we have 1 over 21. That is the probability that Atiku wins. Now the last question says that we should measure the probability, we should find the probability that one of them wins. Probability that one of them wins. One of them wins. How do we obtain this? As a matter of fact, we have sorted out this problem. We have solved everything. How do I mean? If one of them wins, it means probability that Obi wins, or probability that Tinubu wins, or probability that Atiku wins, and which we have obtained earlier. And don't forget, our or, the word or, is the same thing as addition. So probability that Obi wins is given as we have obtained earlier. We obtain it to be 1 over 14. Yes, this 1 over 14. Likewise 3 over 28, and also we have obtained that of Atiku to be 1 over 21. So we shall plug in into this interpretation. That is 1 over 14, or is plus, right? And also for Tinubu, that is 3 over 28, 3 over 28, and or for Atiku, which is 1 over 21. We shall sum them together and obtain our final answer. And our SEM here, if we simplify further, our SEM here is going to be 84. Yes, 14 in 84, we have 6 times 1, we have 6, plus 28 in 64, that is 3 times 3, we have 9, plus 21 in 84, we have 4 times 1, we have 4. Then summing 6, 9 and 4 together, we shall have 19 over 84. This is the probability that one of them wins this election. Please, if you enjoyed this, kindly make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep on following us on our social media handle as well. On Facebook, please like our comment, share with your friends and your younger ones.